Hello, everybody, and welcome to the newest episode of Misadventures of Executive Outcomes. I'm, of course, the Galaxy Master Extraordinary, Class 1, Wild Quill. With me are some intrepid players who are definitely not rebels. Mercs with a little asterisk, more like hut gangsters. What the bloody is that sound?
Roll 20.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's like, what the heck? Okay, anyhow, let's go up the list through our players, because I like people introducing themselves. They need to know your charming personalities. So, One Trick, start us off.
So charming.
Much charm, plus 20.
Yeah. I am One Trick, and I play the Relic Marksman War Tools.
I'm Raiden, and I play the Zatron Force Adept Silvers.
Did you rank down? Usually you're a Jedi.
He changed the class.
Oh.
Yeah, I am
That's what
prestige class since
Everyone just
last
plays
level.
their fucking new class all the time now.
And I'm Nevin. I play the Verpine pilot Azeroth.
I am Numpikes, and I play the Trandoshan free market economist known as Drask.
Oh god, I don't know if people are going to tune into that campaign.
Yeah, Drask is a huge fan of Milton Friedman, turns out.
Guys, we really need to take care of these tribals, they're really getting in the way of our free economy.
Like Milton Friedman and Thomas Sowell, he just loves all that stuff. Drask, he's just a big Thomas Sowell fan. Yeah.
I guess you like Ty Lopez also.
I don't know who that is.
Well, that works out because I know neither of the two people you said, so
That's fine.
it's all a ring of confusion. All right. So when we last left off, our intrepid mercs, such as they are, had just been through a slog of a firefight in the streets of Nar Shadda when a new group of bounty hunters attacked them. It remains to be seen exactly what has elevated their status from just a minor inconvenience and target for bounty hunters into basically the equivalent of a major target for like an FBI manhunt.
Definitely Drask.
Suffice to say,
It's hard to understand why they started to do that. It's really annoying. We don't know why.
anyhow, basically, Nar Shadda has become quite complicated for the mercs, but they are still on the eve of a mission against the Secret Imperial Base in the giant city network that they are currently at. So I believe we all made it safely to the ship, and I will say to start things off that Tanaka, the rebel sniper, Trinari. Feminine feline Fitel, she has reported that while the building is basically a sort of separate 3-story building, there are a couple buildings nearby it, and there are some walkways, and she got onto the top. She said that there was a little three or 7 major sort of component boxes on top of it, along with some solar paneling, and basically, she didn't really see any movement up there. So yeah, that's sort of the intel you guys have gotten, and we can start off from there. I will start with Krieger. What's up?
Should we start with us getting on the ship?
I'll say you guys already got onto the ship.
Okay.
I remember we gave Nevin the scrap, so he started tinkering.
Of course.
Okay. Ah, right. You already. And
I
you
imagine-
fucked up one, right?
That's das ist true. I have the notes on that somewhere. Oh, this is not the right side.
And I was so smart to buy one extra.
So are we already out of scrap, or did we just start a bit?
You can see the roads there. It's 3 roads we made. I don't know if it was for all or for
I
3.
read 4 total spider droids as of
Yeah.
last.
And I should have 2,050 pieces left then.
Good golly, Miss Molly. All right, well let's do 2 more of those rolls, and we'll just say that you do those while Tanaka was giving you guys a little bit more information on the base.
Alright.
All right, let me compare. Gosh, you know, it'd be
You're moving
it'd be
quite
so
low.
fantastic if I wrote notes for my notes so that I more of that. Wow, guess you're a really good pilot. All right, so I'm going to say that's 1 more successful one, and one more no. Actually, sorry, one more one more yes, but it's a bit wonky. I think I have. I think I've been. It's the bad craftsman that blames his tools and parts.
Oh.
All right. So yeah. So 1 more droid is put, which brings the total to 6 droids. A regular old terrifying army of spider droids.
Each one is going to get fitted with a fine little icicle grenade.
Sorry, repeat.
They're going to be fitted with a fine little icicle grenade.
Mm-hmm. Right. So Krieger will just sort of look at you guys and say, why don't we just get off planet or take some bounties and just go, check the areas around? Why are we dealing with an Imperial base?
Because it was a job from
It was a
our
request from
hut
our
friend.
very friendly hut friend.
Yeah, and we already agreed to that job, so we should do it.
My apologies, I did not know Quella had requested that we do this. Alright. Well, if there's no part for me in it, I'll keep the ship secure. But I guess you guys will be figuring out the plan of attack. Tanaka just looks amongst everybody just looks amongst each other.
Actually, we're not doing the job for Quello, we're doing the job for Hauser, if you remember. And Quello was just... Hauser sent the intel across to us. So it's Hauser sent the intel across originally, and then we're doing it for Quello.
Krieger's helmet just looks at you, and Tanaka's like, I'm glad we're doing it for the rebels then.
So we're kind of doing it for rebels, and we're kind of doing it for Quello. We're sort of doing it for both of them, because neither of them really wants an Imperial Black Ops facility on Nar Shadda. Yeah.
Krieger just slowly looks around. He's like, I thought you guys weren't rebels.
We are not.
We are not rebels.
We got kicked out.
Yes.
We never got in, technically.
Yes, technically we were never in
I like the 2 different perspectives. We got kicked out. Well, technically, we never made it to the initiation. There was no paddling of the asses, so technically.
Yeah, Silvers was really looking forward to that part as well.
Thought
Not
it was
really.
War 2s.
Yeah.
War 2's just He's very quiet right now because we all know it was his fault that we never got to join the rebels.
You didn't want to join the rebels, though.
I wanted to join the rebels.
No.
I did. I did.
You always wanted to join the Chiss.
Yes, but you know, it was a difficult time.
Drask is a complicated Trandoshan.
Just 'cause
He
complicated.
doesn't know what he wants.
Also, you don't know that Drask wants to join the Chish. You don't know that Drask knows things.
I do believe
know.
he's dropped that a couple times.
No, he just
Yes, you
he's
have.
very subtle about that.
Drask just knows people who know things.
And he has just thrown out that there's a certain
Yeah.
alien Imperial commander somewhere that he wants to join, or whatever the fuck it was.
No, he didn't say he wanted to just go for a fucking drink with him. He just said he'd heard a rumor that there was some
Yeah,
alien.
When you talk about Chris Hemsworth, like, 100 times more than the average girl, eventually people start to figure out things.
I mean, to be fair, Chris Hemsworth is incredibly attractive. So.
I know, I was using a valid example. Like, anyhow, I will say this is a point of things, because you guys are on the ship all the time, and I think your actual characters might be more talkative than you guys, so eventually, like,
Probably.
that would just be a topic of conversation, and I'm sure Drafts could be like, I've heard that, I've heard maybe the whole, like, anti-alien stuff might be changing, so Vest might want to hook me up with second in command, Heard about this up-and-coming commander.
That was a thing also, that he wanted to join her.
Yeah.
It's true, but then now Drask wants to sort of get her to leave the Empire.
As a slave, yeah.
And just sort of join the
Well,
rebels.
to start.
No, just join the rebels instead.
That would be a hell of a prize to bring back, I'll tell you that much. Drastus comes into the interrogation room. So listen, babe, I know it's kind of a rough patch right now, but Hauser says pretty soon he's going to be done torturing you, and we can go off to that nice, like, Naboo planet. Really good sand.
She's like, I don't like sand.
Well, that's a deal breaker, honey.
That's a deal breaker. Yeah.
Anyhow, oh my gosh, there's so many of this stupid fan fictions I could write. Just Drask and Vest. That's the next picture. Is just like personal moments, and it's like Drask just tindering. It keeps sliding. Oh, all right. Focus. We had a mission and everything. I had a plan. All right. A Ripper comes in and he says, since you guys are all being very quiet for sentience, I volunteer myself as leader of this mission to kill those horrible Imperial organics.
Don't be quiet.
Well, probably not leader, but he would be good to have with us.
Yes.
Yeah,
does he have a suicide protocol?
No, I mean, for a long time we had this firmware that would make us shut off for some reason if the capital ship got destroyed, but they fixed that. Oh man, much issues.
I
Pretty
think they'd
good.
get you a fucking chainsawed arm or something like that.
That sounds wonderful, Master. I think I saw one in the ship's inventory scans.
Didn't he already do that, and that's why his name is Ripper?
No.
It's on the list.
Azeroth, you need to focus on building your fucking jihadi suicide bots so we can strap the cryo bombs to them.
Jihadi does not exist in this world.
That doesn't compute. It's fucking Tusken Raiders, right?
Wow.
just focus on building your little mechanical suicide robots, spider bots.
Well, there won't be the only spiders around here soon.
Yes, the ship's just full of spider bots crawling on the ceiling.
Okay. You're right. So let's focus on that. Azeroth, go ahead and give me, I guess, as many mechanics checks as you have parts left, or however many you want to spend on the spider bots.
You wanted 8, I think, right? 8 bots.
Well, no, 10, I think, wasn't it?
10?
Wasn't it 9? That's why you bought 200 extra.
We're like all over.
Okay.
No, it's 10. No, it's definitely 9.
Just give me as many as you can.
No, because I remember
We already
200.
had 1, so yeah, so dress was like 10 in total, and we bought for 9. Yeah.
No, you
What then?
were going to buy 1,800, and it was 200 each droid, and then we bought an extra 200. Or you
Yeah.
did. So
Yeah,
9.
I did it.
But
Yeah,
it would be
because
10 total
one-
because he already had one.
Yeah.
That's what's saying. Okay. So we're at 6. So.
So 4 more to go.
Okay,
Alright.
we need to actually talk about the plan for this mission as well.
No, hold on. Azeroth, please do your mechanics checks. And then, War 2's, Silver, and Nem, what will you guys be doing? Because I'm sure you don't just sit around. Because this will easily take, I'll say...
He's so fast. It's a
it's
an hour.
still like, it's still like work, you know? It doesn't matter how skilled he is. Like, he's hodgepodging suicide drones.
Azeroth actually has a time dilation field.
Oh, okay.
He's like, he immediately walks in and then pops out straight away. Done.
Job's done. Alright, that would be funny. I'll say that takes, that's 4 hours. 4 more hours. So, War 2's, Silver's, and
Okay, yeah. Me, Silvers, War 2's, Tanaka, probably Krieger as well. Is Krieger still here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And
He doesn't have a home right now. He lost the ship.
Priscilla, if she can drag herself away from the fridge.
She's the pilot. She's not going anywhere.
She's watching super cheesy like Hallmark original movies right now.
Oh God!
But when you open up the door, she kind of like gets out of her reverie. I swear that's the last joke. It's run its course. All right. So
so we basically need everyone.
She buffs out. She's ready to go.
We're gonna sort of sit around the mission table, and God forbid we're actually going to have a plan. And
But we already planned it beforehand.
We're going to go over it again. We're going to go over it again, and we're going to make sure everyone's on the same page. We're going to have a draft plan. We're going to be adults about it.
Those things are two opposing forces: an adult plan, but also a draft plan.
Look, when they attacked the Death Star, they didn't just wing it, did they?
We need to shoot this hole.
They kind of did.
They had everyone sat down on the chairs, and the guy with the beard and the lab coat brought up the thing from R2D2, and he had a pointer, and he was like, "Right, this is what we're going to do."
Okay, go for
This is the target. Go get it.
Okay, so you go to the briefing room.
Okay, right.
Hold on, quiet, Trust. Silvers, do you go to the table?
Yeah, I go to the table.
Or twos, do you go to the table?
I guess it's a no.
I don't know. We already had a plan, and it was like that's why we have the droids being made.
Yeah, well, we need to just go over the sort of the minutiae of the plan. Just make sure everyone's on the same page.
Everyone except you is pretty much on the same page, I figure.
Well, that was like 2 months ago that we came up with that plan, so I just want to make sure we're all on the same page again.
Alright, War 2s, do you go to the table or not?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, right. So, me, Azeroth, Silvers, and Watus, and well, no, that'll do. Are going to basically land on the roof of the building, and we're going to go down the stairs, or possibly rappel down the side of the building, and then we're going to insert the spider bots into the Imperial facility. Azeroth is going to send his little creepy robots to find and freeze the Imperials using the cryo grenades. And then once that's confirmed that's happened, we will radio Priscil and Tanaka, and Krieger's fucking sitting out, isn't he? Because he's a cook. But we're going to radio them. They can come in, and then they bring down the loading ramp, shoot out the glass of the apartment, and then they sort of bring the loading ramp up to the level of the apartment, and then we all get in the apartment, use Silver's lightsaber and my ice pick to hack the frozen Imperials, and we chuck them all in the cargo bay, and then we fly off and deliver them to Quello, and we look shit hot with no casualties. Nary a shot is fired, and we look shit hot. How is that for a plan? Is that not fucking amazing?
No.
No. Okay, well, come on then. What's your plan?
It's
how many
won't,
Imperials did I say there was?
busting the window be quite
9.
loud?
Well,
And
the crowd grenades are going to be quite
attention.
loud. Well, we need to be quick.
okay.
It's Nar Shadda. No one gives a
But-
fuck.
Okay.
They probably had raves that are louder than this on Nar Shadda, so it'll be fine.
The crowd grenade's going to be shaped. As in a shaped charge, that is. So they won't
I
be
thought
an outward explosion, more like inward.
Well, the spider bots will home in on the Imperials, so it doesn't need to be a huge explosion, just enough to freeze a
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, the way I see it is they gonna have a part of them are gonna be completely frozen. Preferably the chest area of their bodies.
Or their legs.
Yeah.
And we can just go in and then knock them out if they need knocking out.
Just the head.
They were on the
point is
second
they could be
floor. We
quite
were good.
dead when you get there.
Yeah, if they're on the second floor, we can breach through the third floor from above and come in through the ceiling. But we need some way of getting them, like I said, from the facility into the ship.
Why? We're not kidnapping them.
Well, it's either that or we just kill them all.
Yeah.
But then Quello can get all this information from them, and that makes it's an even better idea.
Are you going to spend the time
That
of putting the
you-
dragon into the ship?
Didn't Crowder want us to blow them up, actually?
He wants them dead. But
Okay,
if you
well, we'll
want
just kill them
grab
then.
one
Oh,
of them
we'll
and
just
drag
kill
them
them if-
back, you're allowed to.
Yeah, you just kill him if you want to, and then I would just thought it might be convenient for him to get some information
But
from
we
them
don't
before
need
he-
all of them. It could be true.
Look, fucking Sith boy. If you want to kill them, you can kill them. I'll just take some alive because that's what real soldiers do. Whereas you can just murder them like a Sith.
Two
We
researchers.
I think you two have about the
Keep
same
the
time
enemy
at the moment.
Look, sometimes you need to take prisoners to get information. Dead men don't talk. That's all I'm saying.
Depends.
I mean, here you could probably just fucking hook their brain up to a machine and get all the information you want. But
Yeah.
That's frowned upon, just generally. Tanaka says. Like,
Mm,
hearing about it jamming up somebody's brain.
So it is possible, you mean?
yeah.
it's a fucking future setting. Almost anything is possible.
She says that's like, she says, I think that's what the Imperials do to, people.
Really? I heard some rebel had some alien thingy that can like extract information out of brains with its tentacles.
Oh,
Rogue One.
Poor Gullet. Poor Gullet.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't poor Gullet.
Bogula, yeah.
Yeah.
Close.
It literally brain fucks them. That's
Wow.
not so nice.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that's not so bad.
No.
But I think of all the ways I want to be tortured. Anyhow, she's like, that was Saw Gerrera. Know your shit, okay?
Okay.
Didn't you watch Rogue One?
Well, at least he got shit done, so.
Yeah.
And then he died.
What cost, horses?
At what cost did everyone else die to get to this point, though?
Yeah, but if we're just going to turn into the Imperials, then there's no sense in us fighting. We have to be better than them. Well,
By blowing up their ship
rebels.
and killing their people and killing those that work for them.
They knew what they signed up for. They could have used that Death Star to blow up millions of innocent people.
They did.
Yeah.
I'm sad I didn't have to get a chance to look at those blueprints.
Oh,
When
yeah, of the Death Star.
did you run across that part?
I'm sad I didn't get to see the
Oh.
blueprints.
Well, don't worry. Give it 2 years. You might come across it.
Uh-huh.
It's bigger this time. All right.
Why is this big spider floating in the sky?
So, all right. So, does anybody object? Anybody have any slight alterations to the plan? So far, it was just a lot of bitching. So, is there any constructive alternatives on the
What we
table?
were going to do was that we're going to go above on the 3rd floor, then we're going to fucking drop down all the spiders from there with breaching. Wait for them to do the little explosion shit, then we go down afterwards when the fucking frost shit is done.
Well, that's what we're gonna do.
Oh, excuse
Yeah, and that was the plan from the start.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure we. I just wanted to make sure we all remembered what the plan was.
You guys better kiss soon, otherwise this tension is gonna kill you both. All right. Working, and not working. That last one, Azeroth, you're almost sure that last one will work, and then it just basically goes, and sparks and all sorts of stuff fly around. Will I dream? Rupert says, that one died.
That's
What?
fine. I dismantle it, scavenge what you can from it.
I'll say you can scavenge 50 scrap.
Alright.
Everything else turned to slag.
Why do you all so low all the time?
You know, Master, on Geonosius, the Geonosians themselves were not great droid builders either, but they were great at building factories. Did you know that?
I think I did.
Oh.
Just saying, in the future, you could outsource this thing to somebody more skilled.
Wow.
Careful so don't turn you into slag.
No, I was just merely offering an alternative, sir. I want to maximize our destructive output. And I mean, you're just an organic. You might be tired. That was my only concern, Master. You can only be brilliant so many hours of the day, so I'm told. Ripper quietly turns around and walks away. All right, so I don't really recall what time it is. We'll say it's nightish. Oh,
Do we
8
have to
o'clock
get more
in the
scrap?
evening.
Oh, just leave one alive. Let Drask have him.
Yeah, it's like
No.
extracting one person is a lot easier than extracting several frozen chunks.
The whole fucking operation, just moving them while they're frozen.
So, remind me,
Yeah.
I think I said that there was 4 techs and a squad of 6 special forces at the secret base?
No,
Or
it
was
was
it the other
6
way
techs
around?
and 4.
6 techs,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you. I knew it was 10 total.
Mm.
Alright. I'll write that down here just in case.
Let's suit up and go then.
Okay. That sounds like a plan. Do you guys get suited up and head on over?
I assume we get all our hit points back from the last fight.
Do you
Few
patch
rest.
yourself up?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we should all just rest and use the back to tanks or whatever.
So nice that I don't even have to do that. Oh,
How do you not have to do that?
because you didn't even go through my shield, you just went through other two.
Oh yeah. Well,
Your
I
shield and
I very
your
nearly killed
shield.
Drask and Silvers, and that would have spelled doom for you.
No, you didn't nearly kill
No.
me. You took off like half my health.
That's nearly killing you. That's more than I usually do.
And then second wind on top of that.
Yeah, but he was gonna forget about that. The odds of him remembering, based
But
on
I
our track
remember.
record. Yeah, I wasn't worried about you just yet.
Pepperidge
Alright.
Farm remembers.
Mm-hmm. Do you forget your second win? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Alright, so Crystal asks, are you planning to drop down from the ship or drop down from a
No.
taxi?
The ship's going to fly us to the roof, and we'll drop off from the ship onto the roof as discreetly as possible.
Yeah.
She looks at the ship. She says, "This ship is not exactly light."
Couldn't we literally just walk through the
It's
front
just-
door since
look,
it's a
it's-
civilian building?
He's gonna the ship's gonna hover above the roof. It's not gonna land on the fucking roof. And then we're
Yeah,
gonna-
even then it's gonna produce a lot of noise.
Okay, then we'll take a speeder then or something.
Are there any other buildings nearby?
Tanaka says, "Yes, but you probably need to use climbing equipment or zip lines to get access to the rooftop. There are, I believe, 3 taller buildings."
I
She
have
kind
2
of gives
climbing
you a
kits
little.
on me.
Say, let's see if I can give you guys a rough. She'll do a rough little diagram.
I have 2 climbing kits on me. I have that covered.
Cool. Well, for 2 people.
So I can't throw down mine when I'm done with it, for example.
No, I guess that's true.
I mean, then Trust doesn't even need climbing shit, apparently. Since he's just a Spider-Man when it comes to climbing up walls.
Yes, just has mad climbing skills now.
I did realize that I think Blaze was modeled after Zoidberg. Because when he runs around in heroes, it's just like whoop, 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 whoop. Especially when you use the like gas propel thing. Alright, so true authenticity. Tanaka does like a little diagram real quick on a piece of flimsy, which is paper. And if my phone will behave. Damn you, internet work. She takes her time. And it's not even a good drawing, she's just taking her time. There we go. Alright. So she points to the building in the center. She says that building is the target building. And then she says the upper right building is taller, along with the left top building is taller, and then the middle building in the bottom row is also taller than the target building. So those are potential sites where we could rappel down from. And as long as we don't damage the buildings, I think we'll be fine. I saw people taking off from from hover taxis and stuff on top of those buildings. So as long as we don't damage it, we shouldn't get in trouble.
I wish I had my rocket boots.
Maybe we should just call a cab then.
Tanaka says, "I know it is Nar Shadda, but most taxis don't necessarily want to just be embroiled in anything that, you're going to be 4 heavily armed merc-looking guys with 9 droids. going to be kind of conspicuous.
Why
Alright.
don't we just walk in?
It's an Imperial held building. They're not just going to let you in. The Imperials
And
rent
if
out
they
the
do let
entire
us
building.
in, they might just let us in if we surrender.
No, just look, why
Tanaka just looks at you like, sure, but they'll probably shoot you guys.
wait, Tanaka, do you think we can just rappel down from one of the higher buildings on top of the roof?
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
Let's just do that then.
I mean, the other plan of, if you guys want to get in as close as, quick, I guess rappel down from the back, from the landing ramp of the ship, but it'll be a lot more. If you're going for stealth, I would say rappelling from one of the rooftops. We can
Yes,
get a better look at the roof too.
they may notice the huge ship.
Yes,
As you said, this is a valid point.
it's not like we're all trying to hitch a ride on top of an A-wing or anything like that. This is a gunship. It's a good ship, but not a super stealthy ship.
Yet.
Okay. So, what do you guys want to do?
Yes,
I'm
let's
okay with you just
rattle
repelling.
down.
Repelling,
Sounds
yeah.
fine.
From a building or the ship?
The building.
Okay. Which building?
I am incapable of deciphering that map. So whichever one is the Tanaka thinks is the best.
Closest to the roof would be the top right building.
Okie dokie. Let's do that then.
Very good. Let us begin.
So Priscal, Tanaka, and Krieger are going to stay on the ship. They're going to basically circle in the vicinity.
Tanaka says, I can help be on Sniper Overwatch.
Okay, that's a good idea. But we need a couple of people on the ship to pick us up and to collect any prisoners as well.
We have
Krieger says,
we have
I can
Cooper.
collect prisoners.
Okay.
Just goes in, nabs one, disappears.
Okay. Oh, I hate this. I hate when if your characters are on a map, you can't just pull them. So lame.
No, but you can just highlight them or select them and then copy.
Yeah. That should have a more intuitive design,
It's not too hard actually.
in my opinion. Okay. Almost pushed War2s off the building. Okay, setting this guy as them. This guy as twos. All right. And Tanaka, I thought I had somebody. There we go. Let's see here. Video polygon review. So some of these are elevated, so it's pretty easy for you guys to see the details. And since you guys have an elevated position,
Yeah, so is Astrof going to set up climbings first, or
yeah, sounds good.
Depending on what kind of setup it is. Is it something you throw? Is it something you shoot? Is it...
Tell me what you'd like. Usually, I would assume they're just climbing stuff mostly, so it's it's going to be athletics, but you could be it could be shoot a grapple thing, something like that. Sounds good.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2? Just jump off the building,
What do
latch
you
on.
think? What do you think? Aim for the bushes? Yep.
Aim for the haystack?
Yeah.
I meant more with the icicle start.
Tanaka says, like as I said, it's pretty quiet, but that doesn't mean there's nothing there.
Is it a...
I'm gonna. I'll watch from the other side just to make sure nobody's paying attention to us.
How far is it between, and how far down is it?
Basically, a floor down, and those measurements should be accurate.
Alright. And is there anything behind us here?
No, you're just on top of a roof.
Alright.
And you notice, just for let's see. So there is some stuff that's apparent that I'll say. So there's these two things, and very casual observation says that one is for like air conditioning and one's for heating.
Could you put the spider droids in the vents?
That
But-
was the idea I've had since the beginning.
But
Would that be
is
easier than
these,
just breaching?
yeah, but are these connected with this building also?
Most likely not.
Well, yeah, I mean we'd have to obviously jump down. You'd have to jump down, rappel onto this building,
Or just jump?
or just jump. And then I assume these and these, or maybe these are vents. So you just put the droids in the vent, and then these skedaddle down the vents into the Imperial what's my dude, and then we could rappel down the side of the building and through the window instead of going through the breaching through the ceiling, if that's easier. If they're all frozen already. Just a suggestion.
But someone with a climbing kit should get over first then.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out here. Is it a large
He said
grappling hook?
whatever you like.
Alright, then I say it's a large grappling hook, big enough to fit inside, so that I can fit the base of it in my weapon rifle, so I can shoot it over.
I actually have a
Very-
climbing kit as well, by the way, just so you know.
So just to be sure, Azeroth, you want to connect it to your rifle.
In the sense of a grappling rifle, if you will.
Yeah, but the base of the cable will be attached to your rifle. Correct?
No, I won't have anything connecting the...
Oh, you just want to use the rifle to launch it?
Yes. That's what I'm
Okay. All right.
Should be tied
where
down or
would-
something up
where-
here though.
Where? Yeah. Or you have that attached to your belt or something?
The idea was that I'm going to attach it to one of these vents, or have Drask shove it as deep as he can into them.
one end is not the grappling hook. One end is just rope. So you need to tie that up somewhere. Not just jam it into a building.
All right, then someone have to take the other end and tie it somewhere that they can tie it to. Then.
I'll say there's stuff on the roof besides those the air conditioning units that you guys could tie it to. So
Tie it to the most sturdy looking one.
yep. All right. Go ahead. Just give me a ranged attack to properly anchor it. Shouldn't be too hard.
Disregard damage.
Yes. Easy shot. Where did you anchor it?
Let's anchor it over here.
Very good. All right. I guess I'm going digital. My dice are downstairs. Excuse me. Just 1 moment. Get some stuff organized. Okay. Oh. Let me just read through some of your guys' stats real quick. Okay. So you guys latch the connection. So you have a nice little rope. Ding. So, and it's tied up on the other end.
Okay.
Knock, 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 knock.
Yep.
Oh, the cat's in around.
Ladies first, Nevin.
Footers first.
Ay, 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 ay. Okay. So what to roll to glide over them? Or slide over?
Acrobatics or athletics works for me. Or sorry, acrobatics or climb.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
acrobatics it is then.
All these stupid different. Yes, you are fine. Oh, hold on.
No, I move out of the way.
I know, but that was your movement. Give me a perception check.
Ha!
Very good.
Now you're high.
For some reason.
When you get there, you do not see anything, but you hear this noise.
Oh dear.
What would you like to do with your action? And of course, you can move out of the way.
Can I
But if you
hide?
move, yeah. So I'll say even with a hide, you could sort of move. You could you could move here, or within one square. You'll get one square of movement, and you can.
Alright, can I get under this thing?
No, it's a block. It's a big old block.
Alright.
Yeah.
First off, stealth. 15. And then might as well get down here.
Not bad. I don't know. Wow, that is going to be tough to beat. Or I guess I don't roll it just yet. Okay, so you feel stealthy. And whoever wants to go next, feel free.
I'll go next.
Alright. Acrobatics or climbing it is.
Climb.
Job well done. Do you want to swoop yourself over?
Yes, I will. Zip line down.
No, I was just talking about your token.
Oh, sorry.
Alright. You also hear that.
And where
But
the
you do not.
birds?
Yeah. But you
Is
do
that
not.
the street? That's the beginning of the roof?
Yeah, the gray is the roof. The orange is the bedrock. Way down below you guys. You do
Could
not
totally
want to
jump that distance.
You can attempt to. It's not just roof to roof. It's jumping one story down and then roof. So,
Ah, okay.
all right. Drask, what would you like to do?
I will also roll perception.
Very good. Oh, sorry. You don't need to roll it. I would even assume Azeroth does like a cool like signal, and then you'll hear. You're trying to see it. You actually do see this one. Well, okay, I shouldn't say that. You see. Here we go. You see something. Actually, let me double check. It might be larger than. Excuse me. Yeah, it is. It is a larger thing. So you see this like shimmer. Over here. I will say with both of your high perception rolls, you notice this thing here has paneling. Now that you guys are here.
What the-
So there's paneling on both of these things. And Drask, what would you like to do?
Sorry, what?
What would you like to do? You have one last action.
So can I actually see the droid, or do I just know it's in this vague area?
You see basically a cloak shape thing, a la Predator and Halo.
Okay. I can't coat myself in mud to hide myself from the droid. That was a Predator reference, by the way.
Sorry, distracted at the moment.
So these are plated, are they, by something?
They have paneling, basically.
Oh,
Paneling that could be lowered.
okay. Let me just think.